Hello, hello, hello. Big Scary back again with another great show. Make sure you smash that like button and that subscribe button so you'll be notified when another amazing episode drops. So, where are we going to start off this week? We're going to bring you some big scary yoga. Um, Another in my series of ab workout. Guess we're going to start off with was it UFC 263. Adesanya versus Vettori 2, the rematch. The anticipation had been building. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. It went. I kind of hoped it would be a little better, but it kind of went the way I thought it would. Let's see. Exciting fights of the evening. The Brad Riddle Drew Dober fight was pretty good back and forth fight. The Jamal Hill Paul Craig fight. I think that was that's how the pay-per-view started, and there was a lot of trash talk in the lead up to the fight, and Paul Craig, the jiu-jitsu specialist, Jamal Hill undefeated. Paul Craig trapped Jamal Hill's arm, and you didn't see. I didn't see it live happen the way when they showed it in the instant replay, but he just dislocated it, and then so he's got him trapped, and he could have gone for the triangle or the arm bar, and he just kept hitting him, and his arm is just dangling. It wasn't good, but luckily they were able, since it wasn't broken, they were able to just pop it back in, and they were both partying after it. So I mean that they were able to squash the beef, and Jamal Hill's doing all right. So it all had a happy ending. Let's see, Damian Maia against Bilal Muhammad, which it looks like it might be the last fight for Damian Maia in the UFC. I mean, he looks so one-dimensional. He only had one. I mean, and he always was. But then for one point there was even kickboxing Maia and stuff, or Maia Muay Thai, whatever they were calling him for a while, when he was throwing a lot of strikes there. And but yeah, now he just kept shooting for the takedown, the single leg. He just was never getting it. Bilal Muhammad, I mean, clearly, that's what you're gonna work on in the lead up to a fight with Damian Maia, because you know what he's gonna do. But this fight was so obvious. I feel like he's probably done. But I mean, you got to give Bilal Muhammad all the credit. I mean, because Damian Maia still is. I mean, can tap out the best of them. So a nice win for Bilal Muhammad. Then the first 5-round non-title, non-main event fight in UFC history. Leon Rocky Edwards against Nate Diaz. And it kind of went the way I thought it would. Leon Edwards dominated a majority, 24 minutes of the fight. And then Nate Diaz, I mean, the guy never stops, just has no quit in him. Had a nice slap to I think it was the straight left combination, and he had Leon Edwards doing the Macarena or something out there, and he just wasn't able to finish him. He didn't jump on him fast enough. I don't he does his usual. He pointed at him, but I mean, he needed to jump on him immediately, and he might have been able to get him out of there, but he didn't. So I mean, but the way it ended with him having him that close to a finish, for the crowd, it was like, even though Nate Diaz lost, he still won at the end of the day. So I mean, it's like he's still definitely, they can do however this. I'm picking Poirier over McGregor, but we'll do a breakdown of that fight right before it happens. But so that's going to be another fight that'll be huge. Is Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor 3, which won't be for anything, but it'll just be a big fight that they can put on. So yeah, it was a good win for Leon Edwards. Let's see. Then our co-main event of the evening was Davison Figuereto against Brandon Moreno, the rematch. The first time they fought, it was a draw, and so Figuereto retained his flyweight belt. And this time, Moreno, I mean, just in the lead up to the fight, he just seemed so determined. There just seems like something different about him. Just seemed like something different, and just from the start, he just came out and yeah, it was nice. He was able to get him down and tap him out. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt was able to rear naked choke him, tap him out. It was impressive. I mean, and then I'm not someone who even cares that much about, everyone's got to be so sportsmanlike and but it was impressive. I mean, the way Davison Figuereto, after losing, he held Moreno up. It was definitely something. And he'll be back. I mean, the guy is too good not to be back. I don't see who else at 125 is giving either one of them any. I mean, the way Figuereto blasted through Joseph Benavidez twice. I mean, I don't see anyone else really at the division. I mean, they can't just keep having them fight over and over and over again. So we'll see. But yeah, Brandon Moreno, the first Mexican UFC champion. And so our main event of the evening, the rematch, Israel Adesanya against Marvin Vettori. And it was Adesanya this time. It was definitely more impressive. There was no question. I don't really think there was a question in the first fight, but there was a question for Vettori. But yeah, there clearly was no question. Adesanya was just one step ahead of him. Just picked him apart all night. I feel like I don't know. He didn't put his foot on the gas enough. I think he could have, he's had, I can't take anything away from him. He's had some pretty impressive finishes, but I think he could have gotten Vettori out of there. So it looks like, he called out Robert Whittaker. So that seems like that's going to be the next one, the rematch. After the first round knockout the last time. So, Adesanya's basically cleared out the division. It's just, it's all a formality against Robert Whittaker as far as I'm concerned. That's just not a good style matchup for him. You're going to need to be, maybe there is nobody at 185 that's going to be, because, it's going to take a style fighter who's big enough. Maybe it's light heavyweight. Maybe he's just completely finished with middleweight. Light heavyweight's what it's going to take for him to actually lose a fight. So, I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. Our next fight night, that'll be Dan Ige. What is it? Dan Ige against the Korean Zombie. Dan Ige coming off his nice win against Cody Garbrandt. I think he landed the most strikes in bantamweight history. And Korean Zombie coming off a loss to Brian Ortega, but you can't ever. Brian Ortega. He's about to fight for the title. He's on the Ultimate Fighter right now, across from Alexander Volkanovski. So yeah, that's Ige Chan Sung Jung. Ige's look good. Or no, that wasn't. Yeah, no, that wasn't. What am I talking about? Cody Garbrandt. No, that was not even. Dan Ige. His last fight was. I was completely talking about the wrong guy. Yeah, no, Dan Ige. He's coming off a win. He's actually 4-1 in his last 5, with his only loss coming to Calvin Kattar. Should be a good fight. But I'm picking Chan Sung Jung. Just think he's going to be too multi-dimensional for Ige. So that should be a good fight. So let's see. Let's get to some NBA action. We've got in the second round of the playoffs. The Suns already bounced Denver 4-0. Suns just looked amazing. Chris Paul having 37 points in the closeout game. So they were able to bounce out Denver, and Jokic winning the MVP. So they knocked out the MVP, and so then that was so there. The Suns are in the Western Conference Championship, and Chris Paul is in the coronavirus protocol. I guess he was near somebody or whatever it is, but apparently he was vaccinated. So I'm not sure if it'll be less time or what it is, but they definitely need him if they expect to really go anywhere in the West. If they expect to win and go to the finals, yeah. So and they're waiting for the winner of the Clippers Utah series. It was 2-2. Kawhi Leonard hurts his knee. So, I mean, you kind of just feel like with Utah being at home, Clippers without Kawhi Leonard, that they were going to be able to pull it out. But Clippers stepped up. Paul George stepped up. I think he had 37 points. It was very, very impressive. I mean, you thought everyone counted them out pretty much, and I mean, yeah, they definitely stepped up. That's what you got to do. I mean, because if that Kawhi wasn't going to be enough anyway, if he was the only one coming, Paul George was going to have to play really good, and so it looks like Kawhi Leonard's is out for the rest of the playoffs. They said he'll probably be back by next year, but he's done with the playoffs. So that hurts the Clippers, but they're up 3-2 over Utah, going back to LA for Game 6. So let's see. Then the Hawks 109-106 to win Game 5, take a 3-2 series lead. They were down for most of the game, were able to pull it out. That's Embiid and Ben Simmons gonna have to step up, or it looks like it's gonna be Hawks in one bracket of the Eastern Conference Finals. And then the Nets Bucks, the Nets are up 3-2 after Kyrie hurt himself, and James Harden played 46 minutes or something and only scored 5 points. But Kevin Durant played unbelievable, 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists. I mean, just unbelievable. One of the best playoff performances you're really going to see. I mean, I still feel like the LeBron against the Pistons, I think it was in 2005. That was the most amazing one-man performance I'd ever seen. But definitely Kevin Durant, unbelievable. So game 6 is in Milwaukee. Giannis has to, I mean, this is all the doubters. The doubters are going to be screaming this offseason if he doesn't step up. He's going to have to. He kept not taking Kevin Durant. He kept backing off on the defense. He's going to have to take him. He's going to have to make it a point. If we lose, it's going to be because I gave it my all and I did everything to stop Kevin Durant from scoring, and he didn't do that the last game. So we're going to see. He's a former Defensive Player of the Year, former 2-time MVP. So let's see what he can do. Let's see. In baseball action, we still the home run race is getting pretty tight. And Vlad Guerrero looking amazing this year. What's he batting? .343, leading the league in home runs with 22, leading the league with RBIs with 56. The home run race, Vlad's got 22, Tatis has 21, Ohtani has 19, Acuna has 18. I mean, so it's looking like, I mean, the league is just being, I mean, it's all the young guys right now, and it's if you haven't invested already in their rookie cards, now is the time. With the market taking a dip, now is the time to get a lot of these cards on the low end. I mean, maybe you could even wait a little bit longer, but like guys like Guerrero, like he's looking like I mean, it's going to be Guerrero, or the way it's looking right now, Guerrero or Ohtani for the MVP. I mean, that's so. I mean, if you've got some of those guys, you can still get them cheap. Need to get them. So yeah, you can find me on Big Scary on Instagram, on Twitter, on on Facebook, on Trauma Television, on Facebook and YouTube, because this is a Trauma Television production. And as Martin Luther King said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Hello, Big Scary, coming to you from Dead Game Fight School, the longest running boxing and MMA gym in Jacksonville, Pretenders Beware. And I wanted to bring you something today, a little, I like to call this Big Scary Yoga. Not to be confused with DDP yoga or any other yoga offshoot. This is a little something that I started maybe, I don't know, a year or so ago. And I mean, I would always tell people to stretch. I mean, it's very good for you, but I just never did it myself. I just never needed to. But I mean, I guess even me, everyone ages at some point. So I really started to make a concerted effort to make sure that I stretch properly before doing workouts and stuff now. This might be a little more condensed than I normally do it on my own when I'm doing it by myself, but just making it a little more video friendly. But I'm just going to go through some different moves where it just gives you a nice stretch. So I usually like to get warmed up before I do this. So I mean, whether you want to jump rope, whatever you want to do, warm up on the bag, any way that you want to do it, you get warmed up, and then you go. So thing I like to start off with is let's see. Here we go. So all right. So put your feet out like this. And first, what I like to do is just start at the toes. Just pull them back. And you can, I mean, when you're doing this, you're stretching the legs, stretching the arms. Yeah, so you just alternate back and forth. Press with the toes, stretch as far as you can, then pull the toes back. Try to go a little farther down. All right, and try to grab a little lower on the feet. Try to grab the soles. Try to touch your knees, your forehead to your legs when you can. That really gives you a nice stretch. Yes. And then you can grab the ankles. Just hold it right there. It's like, I mean, you can feel, I mean, it's like, you can feel when you're getting a good stretch. So you just, I mean, when you make these moves and then you just hold it. Try to keep your knees flat. Keep your knees flat. Yeah. All right. So, stretch those legs. And it's like you can keep moving them back a little bit. You can, if you're working, I like working with a mat. You can work with this mat, and you can almost just hold on to the end of it for grip and pull down. That's good. Just stretch. All right, and I like to grab under the leg with this arm, then reach over and try to just point your toe. Grab on the toe, try to just point it. You just nice stretch. Oh, that's nice. Now do the same on the other side. together like this. That's a nice stretch. Try to push down on the knees. Try to push down on the knees while pulling up on the ankles. That's a nice stretch. Try to sit forward. You can push it down and sit forward. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Now put one leg straight like that. Cross the other one over. Just like bear hug that leg. You can sit back on it. You can feel this all in the hips. You can feel it all in the hips. That's good. And you can bring that leg up. Just pull it back. Go. There you go. That's nice. You put it down. That's good. Now, turn around and just try to rotate as far as you can. Put that arm in the back for base. You can put the one arm across your leg like this. Just stretch. All right, now reverse. Yeah, you can feel that. There you go. All right. You can probably see, now you can see a little better what I'm doing on here. Get the base back here. Just rotate. You can use this arm. You can even push back. So, that's a nice stretch right there. All right. What you're gonna do? You're gonna way back. Yeah. Cross your leg like that. Stretch out like Superman. There you go. Yeah, just pull up on the leg, on the foot right here, on the lower leg, while pushing down on the knee. And you can just feel such, there you go. There you go. All right, reverse. All right, roll over. This is a nice move to stretch that lower back. There you go. And you just keep pushing up. Try to like put your chest up toward the ceiling. And then you got that mat, grab on the mat and just pull. There you go. That's a nice stretch. Again. There we go. And then you can just finish it off. There we go. Nice. There we And so that was a nice condensed version. I mean, it was about 10 minutes. I mean, usually do not that much more than that, maybe 15 minutes, and you just get that nice stretch. There might be a couple that you like to throw in there, but that, I don't know, that for me, that just from toes to fingertips, that's just the combination of moves that I like doing the most. But yeah, so that was Big Scary Yoga. Big Scary back again from Dead Game Fight School, longest running boxing MMA gym in Jacksonville, Pretenders Beware. And we're gonna do another in our series of ab workouts. So we're gonna start out. How we normally do, we do 12 sets. We're gonna do 3 different exercises, so 4 sets of each exercise. And we're gonna start off with hanging oblique crunch. We're gonna hang, and then we're gonna rotate to each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's nice. And not gonna take too long a break. Maybe about a 30-second break in between, and just same like that. You should be able to, when you do the crunch, you should be able to feel it in your obliques, just rotating from side to side. All right, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. 2 sets down. It's nice. At this point, you should be feeling it. You want to make sure you keep that core tight and just flex it real tight every time you bring it up. All right, set number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 sets down. Last set to go. No pain, no gain. Hard work, dedication. Can't just wake up and roll out of bed like this. Gotta put in that work. All right, 4th and final set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, first exercise down. We're back again. This is our second exercise of the circuit. This is called the medicine ball knee tuck, and you'll just take the medicine ball and put it on the edge where you can, the edge of something where you can grab onto the edge of a table, something like that. But this is, it teaches you you gotta maintain the stability. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Just like the other times, small break, 30 seconds. As with all these ab exercises, always keep that core tight. Maintain the core, the tightness in the core, and then make sure you crunch extra when you
and the rep. So here we go again. So you got that core tight, and 1 tight, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Woo! Woo! All right, we're halfway done with this circuit, and halfway done with this exercise. Abs should be jumping right about now.
All right. Next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All right. Woo! Woo! No pain, no gain. Right here, Dick Game Fight School getting it down. Pretenders beware.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All right. Oh, that's the end of that exercise. Knee raises on the parallel bars. All right. Get some dip bars, monkey bars at a park, and you're just gonna knee raise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, first set down. As with all of them, core tight. Flex extra tight when you get to the top of the exercise. 30-second break in between. And right now you want to quit. This is when you push harder. This is when you push harder when you're in that final championship round and you don't want to go anymore. But you can see the look in your opponent's eyes and he doesn't want to go anymore either. This is that motivation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 sets down, 2 to go. If you're really looking to take your workouts to that next level, got to come on down to Dead Game Fight School. We're getting it in up here. All right, third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1,
2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. Yes. Last set. A minute remaining in the fight, and you gotta push through. Gotta give it all you got. Life is like a fight, game's like a metaphor of life. Going gets tough, the tough keep going. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Oh, that's another big scary ab workout. Oh, there'll be more.